welcome to episode 22 of the Blackwood podcast, Morning Wood. Thanks to our sponsors, Academy of Talent, Health and Social Care Training Company in Bedwas.
And Bomb Rugby. All his stuff is on Instagram. Recently found out he's also doing running gear as well, so I might get some stuff myself. But yeah, check him on Instagram for his merch.
So tonight we have two, legends of sport, isn't it? And very unique in my eyes. Father and son that have really sort of gone down the same route, mirrored careers, which I think is very special. And for me, I know a lot about them, but I don't think other people will. So I just thought it was great to have them in tonight, just to go through their careers and discuss where they've been. So tonight we have John Westwood and son Joe. Good evening, boys.
Good evening, Gar.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. So I think we can start with Dad, is it? Start with Dad. It's an easy way to go, isn't it? And so John, take us from your younger playing days, I suppose, and say mini and juniors, but from your youth days, where did you start your rugby career?
Yeah, so from youth, so I schooled in St Albans in Pontypool, a Catholic school. Not a huge amount of rugby in school, to be honest, because I think we was dealing with a teachers' strike at the time. But I was brought up in Newbridge Rugby Club and Abercarn Rugby Club as a kid before Newbridge. Through my dad, really. He coached both clubs. But I started my actual youth career in Abercarn in about 85, I think. Great club, Abercarn. Still have an affinity with it.
It is a good club.
I had 3 years in youth there. And was quite fortunate in my last year in youth that I played a lot of first team rugby for Abercarn. As it was then, you could sort of play your last year youth, a lot of senior rugby through where we were with the age profile. Great memories, best rugby memories really, Abercarn youth, if I'm being truthful to you.
And of course you went on to play for your country, did you?
Yeah.
In the youth years?
Yeah, so last year of youth, Welsh youth, with a good backline, really good backline. Obviously highlighted with Neil Jenkins and Scott Gibbs, but bigger pleasure for me was playing with 3 other boys from this line in the same backline: Paul Young Oakdale, Gavin Thomas Blackwood, Richard Brown Crumlin, and myself Abercarn.
It was sad what happened to Richard. He was some player when he.
Yeah, and the injury.
I think he could have gone on and.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt,
His powerful boy.
Oof.
Suffered 2 bad knee injuries in a young age, and very similar to myself really, probably didn't achieve what I wanted to do through injury, but good player, as was Gavin, as was Paul, you know what I mean, in the youth days, very good players. It was a good youth team.
It's coming out in Gavin now with his boy, isn't it? Joe?
Yeah, I had Joe Kroskis when I was coaching there. And
lucky to have him over here now, I think, in Blackwood. Very lucky to have Joe. So
he's a quality player.
Isn't he? Yeah, talent coming through. So Joe, what about yourself, mate?
Mine's really local really. I started down here at Blackwood. I think I come down here when I was about 5 and started playing for the under-7s really, and played all the way through to youth, playing first line schools then alongside it, and a lot of the boys I play with now are still here playing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we see you down your old time, always down here up and out and watching and supporting, which is nice to see actually. But you were doing really well yourself, but it's nice to see you around the club all the time, if you're honest.
Yeah, I love coming down here, seeing the boys. Same as Dad really, playing. I didn't really get to play much youth rugby, but being around there was.
So did you play? Really you played Blackwood youth?
Yeah, I only played 1 game though.
Did you?
Yeah.
So that's the difference now, isn't it? Sorry to cut across it is. It's the regions, and I got arguments over that, but pulling away from your club.
Yeah.
You missed out on that, didn't you? But still, you've achieved.
Yeah, it is different now, but I was playing for college week in, week out, and I was at a good level. And then you obviously get your age grade blocks in there as well, where you're playing for Dragons against Blues, so you're still getting plenty of rugby. It's just, getting that piss up rugby on the weekend.
What did you do in college, Joe?
I did BTEC Sport.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did that for 2 years. And I went to uni then off the back of that, after a year. And tried to do a sports coaching course, but it wasn't really for me. So
the education's in the background at the moment, is it?
I'm just focused on rugby at the moment. So,
So you're
not going to be a coach, but you?
No, I don't think that's for me.
It's different, isn't it? It's different.
You might change your mind when you
maybe.
I didn't really know.
When I'm older, maybe.
You're still done?
At the moment,
Try my best.
That's
huh?
not
Okay.
even me.
Try your best. So good stuff. So, John, senior level,
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and forth, you boys, because as we've seen, this is a very similar journey. So for you, John, it went from youth. Then did you go straight into? Did you play club rugby, or did you go straight into
Yeah.
first class? Then
Yeah, so I went. So from youth in Aberystwyth, I was quite fortunate to play a lot of senior rugby in Abercarn my last year in youth, and then I had a couple of games for Cardiff, and a couple of games for Newbridge. Whilst I was in Abercarn youth, toured America then with Cardiff,
wow.
and then it was the first year of Heineken League rugby, and I went straight to Newbridge from Abercarn youth. So my first year in senior rugby was at Newbridge. As I said, it was really good level. Newbridge were a really good side then. Some really good players. Emmy Taylors, Steve Feely, Di Robert. There was some really good players at that level.
I think you're touching on that because where Newbridge are now, great club still, but at that time, for you coming out of Welsh Youth Rugby, seen as a future international, was a tough, wasn't it? Even for playing Newbridge, that was at that level at that time, one of the best in Wales, wasn't it?
Oh, they were one of the best.
And it's
in
a challenge for you to get in that side, like.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
No, I was very fortunate that I played a huge amount of rugby in my first year of youth in Newbridge. Played about 48 games, I think. Played nearly every league game on the wing.
Wow.
And then I would play every midweek game fullback. And probably that was a result why I went to Newport from Newbridge, because I wanted to play fullback every week. But that had different challenges, because my best man was in Newport playing fullback at the time.
That must have
Simon.
been so hard.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, you've got to complement each other, and I see these kids now, they sort of help each other. There's two boys out there now, hookers, and they train together, Ted, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're going to be fighting for their same spot. But, it's how you manage that. I think you did manage it well.
We did. We were still very close.
Yeah, of course you are.
And it was great times. Those 3 years in Newport were outstanding, and I went to Newbridge. I went to Newport from Newbridge with Andy Allen and Alan Harris as well.
Yeah.
So a few of us went down. They robbed a ton of players from Pontypool as well. Kevin Mosley.
Did they?
Roger
Was it
Biggood,
money then?
Keith Farrell.
Was it money involved then, John, if you don't mind saying? Was it sort of financial gain then, or was it...
Well, all I'll say, we weren't paying tax.
I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, Joe? You out of youth, did you go straight Blackwood? Was it a seed? You didn't say police because you were in the Dragon setup. You were...
Yeah, because I was in the Dragons Academy at the time. You get put out down into the Premiership teams.
Right.
And I first went to Ebervale, and I played I played a full season up there, and I started under Greg Woods, and then Jason Strange took over, and then off the back of that, that was when I was getting my 20s caps as well. So, and then I think it was the next season. Then I went to Newport. And,
What orchestrated the change in Newport then from Ebervale?
I think I was just in the academy, and a lot more boys were going up towards Newport. So
Was that your choice or their choice to put you
I
there?
think it was a bit of both.
Yeah.
A bit of their choice, and I've been with Newport now. Whenever I'm not in the Dragon squad now, I play for Newport. So
Yeah.
I do really enjoy
So
it.
touching... Sorry, Ted, go on.
Do you still play Roddy Parade then with Newport?
No, they played on Spitty now.
Spitty.
They play a handful of games at Rodney,
Yeah.
but down Spitty Park they play most of their games. Yeah.
Touching on the internationals, boys, like you're under 19s and you played under 20s.
Yeah.
So it wasn't under 19s then, was it?
No.
It is back now, isn't it? Is it now back?
So, no, so it was... and so youth was under 19s, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3 years. Well, you had 3 years if you would have had a...
Schools are under 18. And then I went into the under 21s then.
Right.
So 2 years in the under 21s. Then it would be a B cap, A cap, or whatever it was classed as.
Yeah.
In changing times. And then they're on to the senior squad then.
So for Wales, Joe,
Yep.
who we played against for the under 20s? Was it a World Cup you went on as well?
Yeah, I had a few trips out really. I played in won Six Nations in my first year, and then went on a summer tour. Then it was like a summer competition really, out in Italy. And then the second year I missed the Six Nations due to injury, but then I went to South Africa then for the World Cup, and they were always good trips.
Any name drops, but you played against? Any you see often now?
Yeah, I think Sasha Feinberg out for South Africa.
Yeah.
He played against us out in Italy, and he was a good player then.
I've never been to South Africa. even though I played all my life in rugby and I've never had a chance to tour the place. Have you been it here?
No, I've never
It
been.
must be some amazing place to go,
Yeah,
like a
it's-
magnitude of rugby passion and,
Yeah, it's
you know, tough.
Yeah.
Tougher than, toughest place you've been?
to play,
Wow.
especially when you play there now against the regions, like. God,
You see, that much tougher, John, don't they? I mean, nowadays, in the 90s, they were so hard
Yeah,
to
they're
deal with.
incredible. They're incredible. They're the biggest specimens in the world. Naturally, they're Dutch.
They are big men, aren't they?
And they got a huge influence now through quota of black players, incredible athletes. Like I see it now, day to day, really, from a recruitment point of view. They got a huge conveyor belt, frightening, absolutely frightening.
Anybody on the horizon, John, come over, or?
I think there's a few.
There's
We've
a
got a
couple
couple
on the
now,
phone.
haven't we? We've got a couple.
Give them a bell, innit?
I was very fortunate when apartheid stopped in the early 90s. I played for Newport against Transvaal in Rodney Parade, which would have was Pina's team. Cobus Visa. That was Mike Boyle's debut for Newport that day. Yeah, I think he got laid out by Cobus Visa.
Some hostile, innit?
Yeah,
When you
incredible.
think about that,
But I can remember like after the game, you know what I mean, and obviously the game was amateur still in Wales. I think it was '92, and naturally you all shout together after, don't you? And they were a different breed, like
different
in all
specimens.
aspects.
They live and breathe it, don't they? It's their identity, isn't it?
It's so, you know what I mean. Obviously, it's certainly for the black players. It's a way out of the ghettos, like.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there's a, which is quite interesting to someone like the Dragons now, certainly with young boys in South Africa with Welsh ancestry or British passports. There's an opportunity from recruitment. For the simple reason is they can increase the quota of black players in the schools and the regional teams out there. So, like cricket, you'll get an influx of South African youngsters coming over here with British passports to make a living. Like.
Yeah, it's my job, to be honest. A lot of people in the K sector are getting over from that area.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking off the top of my head, say senior rugby now, and the magnitude of what we had in Wales as a club sort of atmosphere and following. But the Pontypool Newport Wednesday night game, you and Cracks played in that.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh. Yeah.
How important it was,
Yeah,
and how important it was to people off the field.
Yeah, I think it was certainly in the winter because the game should have been called off because the pitch was rock hard.
Wow.
It was in the day where you didn't really warm up on the pitch before the game. Do you know what I mean? You all went to 10, the changing room, a few stretches.
Yeah, I thinking back, I think,
Bit of deep
did we ever warm up, or you went on your own, I suppose, did a bit?
Yeah.
Never like.
I can remember coming up the steps and there was a lot of hostility because a lot of Pontypool players had got to Newport. Both sides were doing well. I think there was 17,000 there.
Jeez.
And as you come up through the tunnel in Pontypool Park, all you could see was people on the bank.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was
A Wednesday night.
And all it was I think it was a 7-all draw. And Pontypool virtually played the whole game of 14 men.
Wow.
Paul Turner did a job on Dean Oswald that night, and Dean got sent off.
Did he?
But it was carnage from start to finish, just pitch battles. Like
You can imagine, the different magnitude of.
Yeah. It was the hostility was incredible. Yeah.
So you've gone, you sort of out your under 20s, Joe,
Yeah.
and you've gone then into the Dragon setup, or you was in the Dragon
I
setup
was
anyway.
I was in it at the time, but just playing in the Premiership really, and then come out to 20, finish my 20s, and then the next year, the next season, then I was made my debut then, and I think it was January 2020. 2023? No, 2024.
So you've been with how long have you been in the Dragons Academy? 3-4 years there?
No, well, the academy I've been in since I was 16, but then I've been with the seniors probably since I was about 18.
So already you've seen lots of different coaches.
Yeah.
Already. What's the atmosphere like at the moment? What's pre-season like? Sorry, a couple of questions. Like, I grew up watching the Ospreys, watching TNT as a player. He came over because, again, from the interviews I watched and read,
Yeah.
he brought a level of professionalism to the Ospreys.
Yeah.
He brought that, you know, because we just come from the amateur to professional,
Yeah.
and he brought a level of professionalism. What's he like to work with and as a coach, and what's the atmosphere like down there now?
Yeah, it's a really good atmosphere at the moment. Probably really excited. We're coming off our best season in a long time. We done really well in the cup. Probably could have got the final of the Challenge Cup, and we weren't far off. We probably a couple of wins off making the playoffs, and that's probably the excitement going this new season. And yeah, Philo's been really good with all the boys, to be fair. And he's also brought in Dale as well from New Zealand, and he's just a good coach really. Yeah, it's been a really good environment. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Is he tough?
Yeah, he's tough. Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, obviously, got down at 4G, innit? It seems like yesterday, and it's mad how he's developed. I come and speak to you when I used to cross keys, and he was a little blonde boy kicking a ball, and all of a sudden, then he's like 6'4" in no time. It's mad, isn't it? How time does this fly? But no, it's been a hell of a journey for you, innit? And I think you're your father, right? I will ask you, influence like my dad used to frustrate me, and I suppose for you, John, Keith, what a guy, right? Keith, tremendous influence. But has he been a big influence on you, or have you just been naturally thinking, I just got to do this myself, I got a natural ability, I want to get out and...
Yeah, obviously he's been really helpful.
You take advice off him?
Yeah, I take advice, and if I have a bad game, he'll let me know, but
Yeah.
that's what we want.
I never used to say to my father, oh. But it's good, isn't it? I mean, like I said, the journeys are very mirrored, and he must be so proud of you, you know, to where you reached. So, next for you now, what's next for you? What's the situation at the minute?
Obviously, pre-season now, new season. I probably didn't play as much as I wanted last year, so hopefully try and get myself back in the first team squad regularly. Be whether it's on the bench, starting, just get myself back in the squad.
So outside centre?
Yeah.
Is that what you see yourself? Because is that what you wanted to play in the beginning?
I like playing 12 and 13, to be honest.
Yeah. Could you play full back?
Probably not now. Well, I would probably drop back, yeah. Fair too.
So who's the quickest if you had to sprint if you were a dad? At the top of his speed when he was your age or whatever, he was a fast old man.
So one winner there, Gary.
I'll give
So
that
is
one,
it?
yeah.
He probably beat me now.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, what was your time? What was your best? Can you remember keeping your best time in sprinting? Do you time yourself as well, Joe?
No, we're all max velocity stuff.
Are you?
Yeah,
Right.
10-8.
10-8?
Oh, bullshit that.
Well, on the red graph.
No, Cumberland Stadium.
Cumberland Stadium on it. Oh, was it? 10-8. He was quick. Only bad. He was quick. So do you think he was as quick as him?
No.
You're bigger, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got pre-season games now. What's the crack with pre-season? How do you go about that now?
Yeah, I think because our season don't start till quite late. It starts end of September. So our pre-season games, the first 2 weekends in September.
Yeah.
So we got Hartbury, which we played. Oh, we got the same as last year. We got Hartbury and Scarlets.
Yeah.
So we got Scarlets down there though, is it? Or was it? I think
We played him at home last year.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we played in
down there.
Llandovery though. I think we might
Yeah.
be playing in Llandovery. So.
So before we go on, tell us about your role at the moment, John. What's your role at the Dragons right now?
Yeah, so my current role is head of recruitment. So I've been doing it for about 20 months. Yeah, it's exactly what it says on the tin, really. Just identifying new talent from the academy level all the way into the first team. Simply from a playing perspective, I don't get involved in the appointment of coaches or anything like that, so I work very closely with Philo and his team, and James Chapron, who's sort of head of rugby for us. Yeah, just identifying talent. So very, very simple. I was explaining to Terry before you come in, Gar. We just look at what we got coming through our pathway from a strength perspective. We got a 44 first team man squad. We allowed 8 non-Welsh qualified players in that 44. So we identify the areas that need strengthening. Obviously that comes from who we retain, because you tend to find boys sign 2-year contracts. So there's always like a churn. And just identify those players then that we believe are the right fit. I think my role was created, or I should say reintroduced, for the simple reason was it was previously sort of done through the head coach. I don't think that was fair to the head coach because
No, there's a lot with Di Flan.
It probably unfair on Di, in all fairness, because it needs to be a priority for someone.
Yeah.
When you look in and working with the current squad and week to week stuff, you need the resource for someone to go and do all the donkey work.
So do you research overseas?
Yeah, so
you
don't have to go overseas because we've got
part of it is...
Yeah, we've got software, so obviously in terms of our 8 non-Welsh qualified players, they could simply be from Bristol or they could be from Samoa.
Yeah.
If they haven't got Welsh qualification. Obviously we do a lot of work on Welsh qualified talent that's not in Wales as well.
Oh, yeah.
Finding out people's heritage.
Because at the moment it's a bit of a challenge to keep them.
Yeah.
You know, for yourself, Joe, I would say on here, you know, it's English rugby is so inviting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even if a club like a championship club and said, here's your, you know.
Yeah. I think the game, or certainly the support of the game in Wales is good enough to compete against England now. And certainly our league is good enough to compete against the English league.
It's just coming together, like it's going to join up.
Yeah, I've been really pleasantly surprised. Not how easy it is, that's really unfair to say easy, but how receptive people are to come and play in Wales.
Have you ever been thought of like playing elsewhere, Joe? Or just, not that you will, but has it been considered before? Or?
Not really, no, not at the moment.
Just want to stay in Wales and try to play for Wales,
just play for Dragons as much as I can, really.
Play for Wales, Matt. You've got to play for Wales. Come on. You get it, son. You get it.
You said, John, it's Wales is an attractive place to play. I know we got the issues with the region at the moment, but that's a different story. So I know this security isn't always there. But again, we all big fans of rugby. We listen to it, we see it, we watch it on the telly and what have you. But you listen to any ex-player, current player, they all love playing in Wales. They think the atmosphere is great and the nature of rugby is great. So, like you said, I'm sure loads of people like to come and play.
Oh, without a doubt, it's a national sport. That's a huge attraction to overseas players. And believe it or not, what's a good selling point for us is playing in Rodney Parade. Because through thick and thin, come rain or shine, like our supporters create a good atmosphere. And if you're aspiring and you want to become a top professional, you know what I mean, as I touched on earlier, you're playing against the best players in the world. You've got the Irish sides who speak for themselves, the 2 Scottish regions, high quality. You've got the 4 South African teams and the Italian team's top draw as well. You know what I mean? Certainly Benton more so than Zebra, but it's not an easy game, which is difficult. So it's a real strong league from a playing perspective. I think the most difficult thing with the league is the travelling. So from a support base, that's always a challenge. But you know what I mean? Like before I started, I always thought, yeah, the English league looks good. The English league looks good. But the reality of it is, you know what I mean? The economics of it is 3 of their clubs went bust in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? So at the moment, with World Rugby as it is from a financial point of view, I think everybody's sort of scrambling around surviving. We've been so fortunate that we got an excellent ownership group. We own our own ground, which is massive.
Yeah.
From a stability point of view.
Look at look at the rest
so
of
we got so it's like the sum of the parts for us. You've got to have a strong ownership group. You've got to have a facility, which is ours. Which I think, if you look at the issues that are going on in Wales, probably is a really unique selling point for us.
I was thinking, you've got a 4G in Australia. You know that behind, the ground behind, in between, there should be the tennis course in there. Why didn't they make that as a training area? I can't.
Well, Rodney Parade.
Yeah, make that as a training area for the players to train there.
Yeah, no, I think there's plans afoot to redevelop Rodney Parade.
I thought it would be.
But we got to work very, very closely with the council. We're extremely fortunate. Newport County are a tenant of ours. It's an excellent revenue stream.
Oh,
so that was huge when they stayed in the football league.
That allows you to eat after the game, see, Joe.
And
Newport County's income.
And the amount of sort of footfall down there with all like the Dragons Cup with the youngsters and all the
Yeah,
games
that's
played
great.
down
And
there.
I was seconds when that was good. That was,
Yeah.
you know, they did that. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's good, and like for us, our biggest challenge certainly since I've been working in the business, even when I wasn't working in recruitment, I was looking after commercial stuff down there, was embracing the region. Do you know what I mean?
You've got-
Like,
I think-
I played for Newport, but I'm a Valley boy. And
that's the most frustrating thing for me. I always bring it up is the identity of regions. You're in the middle of it, right? And I think if you brought up the same as your dad when he was going through that, the following isn't, you know, complimenting your work. I don't think there's not enough people watching it, and it frustrates me that identity isn't there as the same as it was as club.
Yeah.
People following it when they should, and I think I hope that grows. And like you said, having your own ground, I think Rodney Parade, they've got that coming, haven't they? They've got a good
no,
following.
it is. It's a bit of a fortress, isn't it? And there's a good atmosphere there. Mike Sage and the community team work incredibly hard to encourage the youngsters, and it's just been like a simple, not a simple time really, just for transform. And I grew up not knowing, well, once I played for Monmouthshire, all we would play against was Torrent sides and the other sort of county sides in Wales. But now, like all the youngsters, that's all they know is the Dragons.
It's been 26 years now, isn't it? 26 years since the
yeah,
Dragons.
2003.
Oh, 23 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's taken time. It's taken
It's
time.
going to take time, innit? The transition from there's immediate on it really, and people think, well, hang on, what's going on?
Yeah, and there's been a lack of stability.
Yeah.
So if I just speak about the Dragons, there's been a lack of stability there for years. Probably a lack of success hasn't helped. But yeah, we're moving in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, some coaches gone in there. They've reached like that. He did his bit, and Connors was involved, Kingsley was involved. He spoke to Ruddock the other week, didn't we? He succeeded there, and
Yeah.
it's just that continuity and having that. It's that identity and passion. Like, so Joe, training wise, I get ask you, what's the structure? Week structure? Is it every day?
No, we train Monday, Tuesdays, and then Thursday, Friday at the moment, and then obviously when games come around, the squad probably wouldn't train on a Friday. They play on a Saturday then. No.
Nice
They'd
and
have
John.
Friday off.
Nice and
All
John.
based in Estrid.
Yeah, we
So
might have the odd session on Rodney, but
I see you outside teaching the college.
Yeah.
I see you guys outside training often.
yeah.
The indoor facilities there as well, that's pretty good. Is there all the indoor stuff as well?
Way too down
In
Estrid.
Estrid, we've got the
It's only the gym. The gym's excellent. Really,
It'll be good,
it's
yeah.
perfect facilities for us. Like, yeah, it is ideal.
and you've got obviously the classrooms all upstairs. Do you do much in the classroom?
At the moment, no, not as much. But when the seasons come round, especially Mondays, yeah, you do spend probably half a day in the meetings. Yeah.
So if I want to ask you, I know obviously they'll break the game down and they'll analyse the game,
Yeah.
see obviously what could have done better, what we should have done here, and
Yeah.
break the game down and what we did well, what they did well and didn't do well, and so forth. But then obviously you get looked at as well. Do you get a breakdown of your own game personally? So when you go in,
Yeah.
do you get an analysis of just you as well?
Yeah. So there's like times in the day where you can grab like your positional coaches.
Yeah.
So we sit down with the backs coach or defence coach and just go through your personal clips. And then there's meetings, so there's be backs meeting, then there'll be a team meeting then. So
How helpful do you find that, having that feedback of your game broken down for you? How helpful do you find that?
yeah, it's really good. It's what you need really. You need to improve every week, and then you know what you need to work on each week going into the next game. And it's not only for games really, you do it for training as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just trying to seek constant feedback really.
So when you're training, let's say on the paddock, then
Yeah.
they look at that then, and you've got to speak to them about that. Then.
Yeah, it's all filmed. It's filmed from multiple angles as well, so you can get proper feedback and near enough for the next day you can sit down with the coach and
It's,
go
it's,
through
it's
some
good in a lot of ways.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
Big
didn't
players
play
watching
now.
it.
No, I didn't place now.
Oh, is it?
GPS, is it you wear a GPS? Is it
Yeah.
your gum shield or on your top?
No, it's in our top. Well, the one in our gum shields are for like head knocks. Like,
Yeah. So you wear that during training as well? then?
training the
Oh, that's
games.
fab.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask, John,
Yeah.
best times as a player,
Yeah.
best moments as a player, and best moments as a coach.
Okay.
So can you tell us that? Is it all
Yeah,
right?
best times as a player probably was at Newport when I had the pleasure of playing with Paul Turner and people like that.
He was quite
Yeah, Roger Powell, head coach.
great side there, wasn't
Good side.
it?
Good
Tremendous
side.
side.
The late Alan Carter and Glenn
Ah.
George, Kevin Withy,
Oof.
Kevin Mosley, Andy Allen,
No cracks.
myself,
Cracks up front.
Simon, Dale
Yeah.
Llewellyn.
Die clear, why?
Keith and Roger.
He keeps begging me to come on here. I'd have to sort you out, Di.
Yeah. 50-60.
Yeah.
But
Don't know that story.
yeah, no, great. Yeah, a real good squad down there. Yeah, Ian Jones, Andrew Peacock, yeah, some good players. Frank Aylman was there when I got there from an estate.
Frankie, yeah, he did his, you know,
yeah, great.
his value when he was value,
Yeah,
you know,
player.
for what he did, like.
Yeah, real good squad. Probably underachieved a little bit in the end, and when Paul left to go to Sale,
That was the end of that.
I didn't replace him, in all honesty, and Roger left then. Yeah, it became difficult. I moved on myself.
Because the semi-final of the Swaley Cup or Sweps Cup then, he played it on the Arms Park, didn't he? Swansea Newport, that was a...
Yes, we went to extra time. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I can
Yeah,
vaguely
it was,
remember that game. I think we were bothering him back when we started
Yeah.
socialising together. And
Yeah, that's right.
he was in that game.
Pontypridd played Llanelli the game before. Neil Jenkins got sent off in the game before.
Did he?
Yeah.
Never got sent off, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kicking Tony Copsey, I think.
Neil, man.
Yeah, I remember that game well, because as a result of Neil getting sent off, I got an offer then to go to South Africa to play for
Did he?
6 months, but
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Wow.
but it didn't materialise because I was fortunate enough the union pulled me into the national squad.
That's
then,
right, he was
so-
in there. Tell us about that, John, quickly.
Yeah, I was not one in there for long, obviously.
No,
so
I know he
picked
was
up
in the
picked up
Australian tour. I think it's Australia's over or something.
so picked up an injury not long after being in there, really. But yeah, I got named in the full squad, which was great for me. I was one of 3 full backs: Tony Clement and Mike Ray and myself. Yeah, real
Fabulous.
quality. Yeah, I had a week down in Sophia Gardens, and then Australia was over then.
Yeah.
And there wasn't much of an autumn series in those days.
No.
He played a couple of touring teams. Yeah, and
And maybe give me a cotton trader shorts once.
yeah.
He must have been a Welsh, wasn't he? Forever.
Remember you was my double in that kicking thing on
That's
telly?
right, yeah, we did this advert for S4C. I was down it all day for a 2-minute advert, John, on S4C. Kicking I had a pair of boots on and a pair of socks. Great day that was, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, great, yeah, tremendous. So have you played on the Millennium Stadium, have you?
Yeah, only once. So I played Judgment Day
Ah, that's right, they've had the judge
last
there.
year.
Yeah.
They haven't got it anymore now.
Yeah.
Well, they stopped that, have they? Because obviously there's no uncertainty, is it?
Yeah, it wasn't working commercially.
Well,
It
yeah.
wasn't working commercially, so the Regis decided to take the home game back in house.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it just won't work in. Probably, yeah, with everything that's going on in Welsh rugby, you know what I mean, some things are difficult, and
Yeah,
that,
of
was
course it is.
that was proven to be, and yeah.
So coaching wise,
Coaching wise, yeah, just, so I started my coaching career in Abercarn when I was 25, 26. And then went up to, which was magnificent, because I had a lot of friends, a lot of Blackpool boys come down, Oski, Lenny,
yeah, great time.
Henry
Yeah,
Royal.
I coached after you left, I think. I took it on in 2003, but it is a good club, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, great club. And I went across skis then. Well, I actually played a bit as well and captained them that year. But I was done. I should have been on the field, like,
No.
with my knee, and coached the backs a bit with Diaries, and won the league that year. And then I went to Newbridge for 5 years with
Yeah, you had the pleasure of your coaching back there.
yeah,
Tremendous time with
when he was
Spiky,
captain
God bless
there.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and we had a good time. Some real good characters, and a couple of Blackpool boys come down. Obviously Shane, and
Yeah.
socially was brilliant, and
Yeah.
Ackers come down.
His boy was over here,
Yeah.
his boy played in that touch tournament.
Yeah.
He's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah,
Good
good
player.
player. Good player. And yeah, no, and then, but probably, yeah, the highlight of my coaching, I went out to Flow and helped Glenn out for a little bit, but not that I coached a lot in cross skis, but I had 10 years as director of rugby.
Yeah. Great time, wasn't it?
Yeah, great time. Yeah, I met some incredible boys, players, people, real good people. Yeah, so
We see Craig Gould now. Craig Gould is he's picking up the coaching. He's doing a scrum
Yeah.
doctor coaching
Yeah.
session. He's you know,
Yeah.
from those days he's become a you know,
Yeah.
he's learned a lot. So
yeah, he was him and Beef were the stalwarts of the club, really.
wasn't he?
but some really good players, like, you know what I mean, obviously Toby was the one that everybody talks about, how we picked him up, and where he went on to Lloyd Burns. I still think, and I might be wrong, but there's someone telling me Lloyd Burns, when he got capped for Wales, he was still registered as a cross-keys player.
Wow.
Which was magnificent. And,
wasn't it?
Yeah, incredible back rows we had, and good second row partnerships. Yeah, good half backs. Yeah, with a good team. Greg was head coach. Greg Woods. Ringy was a backs coach for a long time. Byron helped out for a little bit. Matthew J come down for a bit, and then in all fairness, Morgan Stoddard come there then, and he's still there now, holding it all together. So
this development role in the club now, we're thinking now with Mark Ring, if he came up and do a session for us. He's travelling up from Cardiff and I did a podcast and see he's good as gold.
Yeah,
good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, incredible
good
knowledge.
Guy.
Yeah, I was fortunate to play with him. And work with him as a coach, and freak of a talent, and
incredible talent.
Incredible talent.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So your best moments at the moment, I know you're young, but
obviously, like, as an enjoyment to play rugby was probably like Peter was playing for Cross College, coming only on the weekends and all boys and youth. But probably from rugby is probably when I first started playing for the Dragons. I'd say it was like those couple of months where I was playing for them, and then I was also playing for Newport alongside it when we were going for the league. And we lost in the final of the playoffs, but that was a really good period. Like,
to reach the Dragons region
every week and playing a good standard of rugby as well.
Yeah, well done.
Talk about making friends and everything in rugby, but you've got a couple of boys down the Dragons with you you're friendly with as well. Obviously, come through Blackwood, Morgan Lloyd, Shea, and all that. You know, they're all there with you, were they?
Yeah, it's boys I've played from since I was about 10, 11. Like,
that makes a difference, doesn't it? You know, it beds you in, you know, all doing it together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Is he back fit now, Shea?
He's not far off, I don't think. He should be.
You're a bad end, didn't you? I think
that's the hamstring, he trained today, didn't he?
Because he was on the cusp, wasn't he? At the end of last season, I think the England game, they were looking to get him involved. I was hoping that he'd be picked from the squad.
He was on fire just at the right time.
Yeah.
On Christmas.
Yeah. Point of difference when he was playing, he was scoring tries and looked a threat. And
he's followed the ball well, didn't he?
Speed of ball in there, that's his USP.
Yeah.
I think Morgan, I'm a big fan of Morgan as well. He brings the physicality as well. But he's fast as well. He's not just all physical, he's quick.
He's been
different type of player.
Watching the Challenge Cup, I think we scored a try. He roared a tackle. He got smashed, but he roared it. I think most other scrum halves would have been back on there. And I think Dragon scored off that then.
Yeah.
When I used to come down and obviously watch Joe play for the mini and juniors year, he was like I can always think with Morgan is what position he's going to end up, and in fairness he's incredibly diligent with his training and that, and but he was an incredible tackler when he was a kid. He was the most natural tackler I've seen, like, and Jack Leeward as a young boy, and he works hard, and obviously he's re-signed with the Dragons, which is good. He had a bit of an opportunity at the end of last season. He's all about opportunities for the youngsters.
Yeah, of course.
It's sliding doors, like. And you look at all our careers, we had our first chance because someone else was injured.
Yeah.
Or someone retired.
Yeah.
And you've got a bit of luck. You've got to stay injury free. You've got to be in the right place. But what you have to, the only thing you can control is take your opportunity. And in fairness to Shea, that's what he done. I really hope Morgan takes the opportunity when it comes, like.
It's nice to see local boys, local talent coming through.
Well, this line's a lot better than rugby, do you know what I mean? I love this line rugby.
Yeah.
I think what's come through here over the years, like, and there were a lot of this line boys in our squad, like you had when Ollie was playing, and Jack Dixon and people like that. Obviously Elliot is still involved.
Catchment area, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's the smallest district in Wales, really. I think there's only 4 schools in this line now, and I watch this line schools regular, and they're still really competitive. There's some real good boys coming through, some real good youngsters now.
When you go to this recruitment, I might start training again.
You're young enough,
we're buddies, don't we? Get me the Dragon. Sort me out. Get fit as my poo.
For the vets, yeah.
So boys, wonderful family, first of all, right? And obviously behind yourselves, Alan Lewis, Keith, King Keith, a lot of coming through the blood there. It was an aim for me and Terry to get you on. Thank you for your time, right? All the best in your rugby career, man. Always believe.
you.
Let's see you play for Wales one day. Let's get it happening. And all the best with your job, John.
Thank you, Gar. Thank you.
Change the
Thank
face
you
of the
both.
Dragons.
Thanks for coming, boys. It's been exciting. Thanks a lot.
Brilliant.
Thank you, lads.
Thank
all the
you very
best.
much.
Cheers.
Thank you.